Hello there, I'm Ken. This is a short presentation on what we do, and please at the end of the presentation get straight back to whoever sent you this, because I'm sure you'll have some questions or some interest regarding either the products or the fantastic business opportunity. Just to give you a little bit of brief insight into me, I saw this business about 3-4 months ago, and it's basically changing my life. I came from a corporate background. So other people in this business come from all sorts of different backgrounds. Everybody and anybody can do this. It's just a matter of a little bit of effort and a little bit of excitement, and off you go. So bear with me a second. Let me just try and share my screen with you and show you the presentation. There we go. So from beginning. Okay. Like I say, welcome. This is a business opportunity. Every day is a chance to change your life. I saw this about a few months ago, like I said, and to be quite honest with you, every day has changed my life to a certain degree since then. Now, we're basically seeing the end of the prohibition of hemp. You've probably seen it in the news, in all sorts of media. The social changes begin. 80 years ago, it was outlawed, along with the cannabis sativa plant, which is actually cannabis indica plant, which is the marijuana plant. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. We're actually forming a new way forward. What we're doing is we're promoting hemp. You don't have to be a salesperson. You basically just have to share the opportunity and share the products with people, and the products speak for themselves because they're such high grade. Plus the fact that because we're a direct selling business or a direct marketing business, we are keeping hemp in the hands of the people and not the large pharmaceutical companies making all sorts of profits. This is just basically people making money. So the differences between the two plants, I got confused a little bit earlier. We've got hemp sativa, which is the one we work with, which is high technical use. It's got a high concentration of the CBD, which I'll go through in a minute, and it's not psychoactive. The hemp indica plant is the one that most people know as marijuana, which has got no real sort of medical use. The high THC content, the psychoactive element of it, is what people use it for, and is the illegal one. What people don't seem to realise is because we've been denied this for 80 years, you can use hemp in so many different ways. I saw on Country File just the other night that now they're using it for hempcrete, and you can use it for medicines, for food, paper products, textiles, plastics, body care products, fuel, all sorts of things. I won't bore you with it, and plus it's a renewable resource. Every 4 to 5 months you can have a new crop. 1937 it was prohibited, along with the marijuana plant. So basically, what are we doing? We are a company called Kannaway. We were actually part of the Medical Marijuana Inc., who were the main protagonists of medical marijuana, as says in their name. They were the first company in the world to develop quality standards through triple laboratory tests, founded in 2009, and you've probably seen the results in the news all across America regarding medical uses of marijuana plant. We are a subsidiary of this company, and it was basically the first publicly held cannabis company in the US. First to establish a global CBD pipeline, first direct selling company in the cannabis space. There are others, don't get me wrong. We're the first and we're the best. We actually produce it right the way through to supply it. We're also first to establish strict quality standards of triple lab testing, which every other product in the CBD line is benchmarked to. Basically, medical marijuana is made up of a number of companies. We are one of them. You'll see it there, top sort of right-hand side, Kannaway. We also have various other companies, animal health companies, medical companies, etc., etc. Our company, Kannaway, was started in 2014 in the US, in San Diego, by this guy called Blake Schroeder. We're now more active in more than 30 countries, and it's the first, like I say, direct sales company in the world to offer hemp products. Now, the expansion into Europe has begun. We're family orientated. We're sustainable because it's all Northern European products, free of pesticides, herbicides, chemical fertilizers, driven by science. It's a technical product. It's not just something we buy in. We actually produce it, and all of the products themselves are natural and botanical. And in some, we have bee bong formula, which is basically it was a medical use of Far Eastern herbs and spices, etc., that are good for the body, which only used to be available to people in the royal families out there. So, a little bit about CBD and its uses. Okay, we're all born with an ECS, which is an endocannabinoid system. Okay, all born with it. It's the greatest self-regulating system in the human body. It controls homeostasis and cognitive functions. Basically, CB1 receptors in the ECS is in the whole of the brain and central nervous system, and the CB2 receptors of the ECS are regulating and maintaining a healthy immune system. So it's throughout the body, naturally, from birth. In fact, the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, is established at the beginning of fetal development, and it ensures the communication between the brain and the body. What happens when you stimulate it by use of CBD? It boosts the mood, acts as an antidepressant, regulates appetite, prevents the body from storing fat, okay, and helps in fat burning as well. It has an effect on the quality of sleep and cell regeneration, which a lot of people could do with. It regulates and stimulates hormone production, okay. It helps fight aging, skin problems, and low vitality, which affects an awful lot of people in this country. It also reduces inflammation, pain, and convulsions, which you've probably seen regarding epilepsy and various other things, various other conditions in the news recently. And it also plays a crucial role in children's early development. So anybody and everybody in the family really could do with this. It all stems back, the banishing of hemp, it all stems back to the 20s in our country anyway, where most of pharmaceuticals were based on hemp products. That was in the 20s, and in 1937 it was actually banned. So, but if we're vitalising the ECS system, okay, it maintains and regulates the internal cell functions throughout the body, which is fantastic. And one way of doing that is to use the Pure Gold, which is their mainstay product. It's a full spectrum hemp oil. It has no THC in it. It's fully approved across Europe and the UK as a foodstuff, okay, because it's THC free. It only has coconut oil as a carrier oil. Coconut oil itself is very good for you. So it strengthens the immune system. It's ideal for the whole family. Okay. Plus, because it's full range hemp, it contains amino acids, proteins, important vitamins, etc. Okay, and it's controlled by triple lab testing, so you know what you're getting, and it's properly tested and qualified. If you want to know a little bit more about the uses of hemp, Medical Marijuana Inc., our mother company, have this website. Please make a note of this, go there and have a look at it. It's all about education, it's all about medical research. And if you look into it, medical research and education, there are over 23,000 published studies, okay, online that show what this is good for. And it's a preventative item. Also, it was at the outset, it was all set out that we would start the echoconnection.org, which is basically stands for Education, Collaboration and Hope. It's a charity-based organization, and it helps get products and these necessary CBDs to those that otherwise couldn't either afford it, or their situation is they can't get hold of it. And that's like I say, a charitable organization. Have a look at that as well at echoconnection.org. A little bit more about it. Obviously, support for many children and their parents. Now, Kannaway in Europe, the sleeping giant. Well, I'm afraid the giant has awoken, ladies and gentlemen, because now we're fully active in Europe, still pre-launch fully active in Europe and growing day by day. And in the UK, we are the founding group in the UK, and it's growing very fast here. But it's early days. It's still pre-launch. It won't be launched until November in the UK. So now's the time to get in and build your business, because when this thing takes off, it will take off big time. We've got lifestyle products. Basically, we have essential oils. We have a hemp vap, which is not vaping oil. It's hemp vap. It's just hemp oil. It has none of the chemicals and none of the nicotine held in normal vaping oils. We have salve, which is fantastic for skin, and we also have a skincare range alongside our pure gold up there in the top right hand corner. Just talk to the person who sent you this, and they can tell you more and more about the products. A bit more about the products there. I won't bore you with that. I'm trying to keep it down to a short time for you. A couple of question marks there. We've got a new product coming out. That middle question mark there is we've got a new product coming out, which is actually CBD oil, not from hemp. So if anybody's got any queries, oh, I'm not sure about the use of cannabis, etc., 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 then we will have very, very shortly a CBD oil just as powerful, but not from hemp, from a very simple, rare member of the hops family. Right, so what do? We develop passive incomes, okay? This is the business end of things. People communicating with people, like I say, keeping hemp in the hands of the people. It's just a bunch of independent distributors all helping each other, and we're more than the sum of the parts. Sales in Kannaway Europe. It was launched in Europe in December in terms of products being available, not yet fully launched as a business model. But from December 2017 to May 2018, it went from 0 to $2.25 million turnover, which is fantastic, and it's growing month on month. The opportunity is the industrial hemp market growth is massive. Okay, in 2004 to 2015, it's risen to 800 million, and the Green Wave report, the state of the emerging cannabis industry. This means that people are looking at it in terms of investments, etc. It's growth. It's the big new grower. Now, 2017 to 2021, it's emerged that the projections are that it will exceed $3 billion from 800 million. Okay, it's a huge opportunity. Now, what do we do in Kannaway? We're aiming for long-term, stable careers for people, and they can work this alongside their day job, and they'll find that as they develop in it, they'll actually get better at their day job as well as earning money outside of their day job. Simple 1, 2, 3 step process. Okay, there are actually 10 steps, but the first 3 steps are the main ones. We have 10 income streams. One is retail, which, you know, if you want to retail, you can. You don't have to, you can. You've got a direct sales bonus. You've got a rank advance bonus, minimum income guarantee, and fast start bonus. The rest of it is there, but we can go through that at the end of the day. That's more information. Right. So, how do you get involved? First of all, you choose your starter pack. Okay. Become a brand ambassador. You choose your starter pack, and you have a 1-year back office, virtual office online for €47. Okay, so that back office gives you a website, gives you how to do it, starting information, and it also links you into everybody else in the group. And I will be there, my sponsor will be there, and people around you will be there to help you along your way. Now, direct sales bonus. Okay, direct sales bonus means that when you show somebody this business, okay, share the opportunity with them, and they either get involved as a customer or they get involved as a brand ambassador like yourself, they not only get they buy the starter pack and the back office, obviously, but for every starter pack you sponsor to somebody and they come in on a starter pack, okay, There's a small value one, which is $20 bonus you get on it. There's a medium one at $30, and there's a senior one at $75. Now, there's no time limit of the registration of new partners or customers. Okay, but if they start with a junior executive pack, or you start with a junior executive pack, or a fast start senior executive pack, okay, you can get into what's known as triple and fast start. Okay, if you start on a junior executive pack, you get 30 days to find 3 partners who are either customers or fellow brand ambassadors that you bring into the business. Okay, if you do that within 30 days, you triple your direct sales bonus. So instead of $20, you get $60. Instead of $90, instead of $30, you get $90. And instead of $75, you get $225. Okay. Now, if you do that if you start on a senior fast start executive pack, okay, you get 45 days to do the same thing. Now, the interesting thing is, not only do you get these triple bonuses, but that is for life. So whoever you sponsor into this business, they come in on a pack, you get a triple bonus on their pack. So if they come in on a small bonus pack, which is $20, you'll get $60 each and every time for life. Now, fast start 3,000, 9,000, very exciting. Okay, you come into the business, okay, as brand ambassador, and in 30 days you've got your triple bonus. Okay, now accumulating over 60 days, so you've got 60 days to go for a 3,000 point value within your whole team. Okay, so you're growing your business, and it's not like you have to do 3,000 points. Your team does 3,000 points. If you do that within the first 60 days cumulative, okay, you get $1,000 bonus just for your group growing. Now, fast start 9,000 is even more exciting, because in the first 90 days, okay, on a cumulative basis, if you hit 9,000 points in your team, and I'd say in your team, not just you, your whole team, okay, you get another $1,000 bonus. So basically in 3 months, you can get triple bonus, direct sales bonus, okay, and you can get $2,000 if you get it to 9,000 points within your team. Now, this is the really exciting part, minimum income guarantee, okay? If you go to executive director and hold that for 2 months, okay, on 5,000 points within your group, okay, you get a minimum income guarantee of $500 a month. Okay, it doesn't, if you only make $300 in the business that month, they will top it up to 500, and that's month on month on month. So the following month, if you do 400, they'll top it up to 500. The next thing to do is get to area director. This is what tags a lot of people and gets a lot of people involved, because area director, 15,000 points within your group of people, let's say the whole group doing it, okay. If you get to 15,000 points and hold that for 2 months, then for the rest of your time, you're guaranteed a minimum of $2,500 a month, which is fantastic. You know, a lot of people out there can replace their income in their day job, or add $2,500 a month to their income just by their group turning over 15,000 points a month. Now, what struck me at this point was I was thinking, hold on a second. For those of you out there with a mortgage, but a traditional mortgage, okay, a 25-year mortgage, did you know that if you double the repayments on a 25-year mortgage, you can pay the whole thing back in between 6 and 7 years? That's fantastic. Now, whether you put it to that or whether you replace your income, It's up to you. You've got to have a reason for doing this. But that's what struck me. Now, obviously, area director. If you go on to regional director, $5,000 a month. You go on to national director, $8,300 a month, and so on and so forth. Now, I know this looks a little bit pie in the sky maybe to some of you. You're sitting there and you're wondering about where your next £1,000 is coming from. But I met 3 people in the last 3 months that are up around here, $40,000 to $80,000 a month, which is phenomenal. Now, we've got monthly bonus lifestyle, we've got various different things. All of these are additionals, residuum income, uni level. I won't go through all this because at the end of the day, it's just too much information up front. All I'm saying is, like, you come into this, if you can earn $2,500 in your first 3 months, and then in the coming months after that, after 5 months, say you can be on $2,500 a month. That's enough for anybody to take in the early stages. Now, the only thing we ask is without a monthly personal order, you're not eligible to receive commissions. So you've got to be a product of the product. Now, interesting thing is your monthly minimum is, you put it on SmartShip so it happens automatically, is 1 bottle of pure gold or the equivalent. Only 1 bottle. We're not asking too much there. It's a 110-point product. Now, this is something as well for the future, which really struck me as well, which was it's the world's first company with products made of cannabis to be listed on the US Stock Exchange. Now, the price per share going back a few months was 10 cents. Okay, now bearing in mind what the gains are in the market. Okay, if you get to National Director Elite, okay, you get gifted 100,000 shares, which is $10,000 worth of shares at 10 cents a share. Okay. Now you think, say hemp, and it will grow. Say it grows to just to $1. Your $10,000 worth of shares have suddenly become $100,000 worth of shares. Now you can either add to them, you could sell them, you could do whatever you like. But what struck me was that, say it goes to $3 a share. That's $300,000 all of a sudden. Now we're talking big money. Now, July the 28th, that's come and gone. We've got a grand opening in Europe, November the 17th, 18th, which I'm going to be at in Prague. It's a fantastic thing, and I think the senior executive packs. Now, if you buy one of those, then I think a pair of tickets actually comes with that. I think so at the moment. All right, so the tools and systems, like I say, you've got $47. At the moment, by the way, the $47 for the next few days only to the 17th of this month is $1 only. Now, for that, you get the business building system, online marketing system, you get the training, and we also do conference calls. We've got a stock checklist in there, and strategy and planning. All that happens with a combination of the website, the back office, and also the group. Because my job is to get the people that I sponsor and their groups going. So all I do is I teach them to do what I'm doing, and they teach on, and those people teach on. Okay, that's all we do. We just duplicate how we do it. Why Kannaway products? Or why Kannaway even? The products are high quality, unique features, and unrivaled in the market. There's lots of pretenders, but none of them really come close. The compensation plan, like I say, that minimum income guarantee, if you can get on $2,500 or $5,000 a month, that goes on. So it doesn't matter how hard you work in the business, you've got a minimum income of 2.5 or 5 or whatever stage you get to. The timing is brand new in Europe. It's actually pre-launch in the UK as well. The opening is in November. So now is the time. A lot of people say, oh, the problem with direct marketing companies is that, you know, the people that get in early days are the people that are going to make all the money. Well, there it is. We're the founding group in the UK. Get on board. The timing is perfect. We are also the first network marketing company with hemp products. There are others, pretenders to the throne, but they're small companies. They haven't got proper tested products. And like I say, we actually go from grow to manufacture to supply. So we're actually the company that makes it. We don't just buy it in from China or wherever. And also the momentum. Best time to start a new business, to be quite honest with you. It is just a fantastic growth for myself and the group that I've got growing. And the leaders were all, they're all highly committed and professional. At any point in time, I can phone people in my leaders in my group. They can phone me, I can phone them. We talk on a regular basis, almost daily basis, because their interest is that my business grows. My interest is that your business grows, because that's what gets us all to the top. Now, final slide. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes and learn how to do it later. Richard Branson. Which, whether you like him or loathe him, at the end of the day, is pretty damn successful. And I like that, because I didn't know what to make of this business in the early days. You don't need to know the ins and outs of it. Just say yes, and we'll show you how. There are people in this business who've been at corporate level. There are people in this business who are professionals. There are people in this business who have no work. There are people in this business who want to do something alongside their day job. It's all fantastic, because anybody and everybody can do this. Anyway, welcome to Kannaway. That's what we do. Apologies if I've let this carry on a little bit too long, but please get back to the person who sent you this. They will be able to either answer your questions or give you some more information, or then we could end up talking at some point, and